deep in the pocket. Goes down the field for Smith. Oh, he caught it! Smith! Touchdown, 85!
Bouncer to short. Bobbled! And no out is recorded here as another run comes in. Bichette reaches Springer.
Popped in the air, shallow right field, long run, Seiya Suzuki slowing. Oh my gosh, he dropped it.
Couple of great spring trainings.
Yep. But they wipe it all away. That's bobbled, and safe at first is Brendan Rodgers. That's on Pasquantino.
Had a phenomenal second half. Right on cue. He's going to make a mistake, right? just for that moment.
That's all right. That gives us more time to talk about it. So I saw Trey right out.
And the ground ball is short, cut off, but it was not fielded cleanly by Rocchio. Flipped out of the glove. I'll tell you what that ball did. It looked like it hit
their stride about a month and a half into the season and haven't looked back.
Big bounce to the Monasterio. He's got it. High throw pulls Hoskins off the bag. Gonna rough the pitch. Bouncing ball right side. Mitchell can fly, so it'll be close, and Lux can't get it. Even if he'd gotten it cleanly, it was going to be a close play there at first.
Marte. Up the line. Steer makes the tag.
Oh, Joe fights that off and pops it up. Oh my, but he didn't run. It doesn't matter.
Did they touch it?
Yeah.
It might be a foul.
Anderson. One hopper to Geloff, and somehow he can't make the play. It trickles into right field. And that was a made 4-3 pull.
To shortstop, and it gets past DeYoung, who
didn't work that time.
tried to backhand that one.
That's the third time. He had a couple of plays back in the 5th inning on Edward.
Off the end of the bat for Merrifield, dropped by Olsen, and Merrifield reaches.
On the ground left side from third base comes Suarez. His throw gets by Walker. And reaching at first base is Solano.
Gary. Well, they have 4 on the bench right now.
Right. I mean, that one is chopped to Volpe. Look at Duran flying down the line as Rice could not come up with the pick.
So that they wave. Old Glory. Donovan. Perez going to get over there.
Hey! Oh!
Safe at first in a very close play. Rowdy Tellez.
Look at that. Right in his kitchen. Oh, and dropped by Pop, who had a fairly easy.
Knows if he's available. Garcia, ground ball to short. Lindor can't pick it. Garcia aboard with 2 outs.
You know what? Where Francisco Lindor was actually
He's going to become in his career.
Here's Ben Rice. Ground ball to third. Marte goes high and Rice beats it out.
From the past. Matos on the ground, and it kicks off the glove of Riley. Rolls away. Conforto's going to score. He hit it so hard. It was a tough play. And that's a run for the Giants. They go ahead 3-handed
pitching.
Kicks off the glove of Burrell. Let's see how they score that. I'm thinking
to short, and Correa with a rare error.
Your fastball's high, outside, inside, whatever. You got to be able to make adjustments to get back in that strike zone.
Arias drops the ball.
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be an error on Arias, and now the Giants have.
And playing it gets right past Clement and dives in foul territory. Garver will hold at first base. Looked like a pretty routine out
Each year. Fermin takes off, ground ball to third. That's a tough play. Off that top spin hop, Fermin will get to third. And Nick
did more than be a brother in the family. He was like another parent. Palacios almost kicked the ball over to first base for an out. And Massey will end up at second base. Two hops to Junior. There you go. And not received.
But you have to give so much credit to Carson Fulmer, who would have had 5 perfect innings had Keston Hiura not chucked the ball over the head of Nolan Shonowell.
On Tovar. Tovar hard on the ground. Oh, that's a nifty pickup by Ortiz. And not handled at first by Hoskins.
Ortiz had a second.
Way they're progressing, maybe at the end of next week or the beginning of the following week.
Grisham reaches again on a bunt as Ashcraft threw it away.
But Michael, they're at about the 5-week point right now.
There as Jacob Young takes off. Ground ball gets through Pete Alonso at first and into right field. Young going to go all the way to third. The windmill was on, and then Ricky Gutierrez a very late stop sign. As
anybody, he said right now what he's seeing, and back to that perfect game through 6 innings, is that one's going to skip away from Vinny. Is he said that he is a guy that looks like he is as good.
And on his hands, a little squibber back to Diekman. Gets away! Wood's going to stay at first. Now he's going to try and go to second. Throw on the way from the right fielder. Not it. Hit well on the ground to short and through C.J. Abrams. Ball got underneath him, and all the way to third goes Mark Vientos.
Pulled one against Sean Manaea in the first game, and that one hit the other way. Bouchard grounds one that Lindor mishandles, and Bouchard is safe at first.
Ground ball shortstop. Oh, and they throw it away, and that's going to allow Palacios to score.
If he can get his command, he's got a chance to be a pretty decent pitcher. Goes off his glove. The throw to first, not in time, as Robert beats it out.
How about third in this inning as Mauricio Dubon goes after the first pitch, and it's off the glove of Seager. That had a little English on it, but Seager had it hit off the heel of his glove.
2-shirt, maybe 3-shirt weather. Back it up at short, and it goes off the glove of Nicky. That was a rocket off the bat of Hayes.
I would think it would be a base hit.
90 feet high. So by my math, he hit it almost as high as he did far. And Vladdy can't pick it up. Thomas is aboard.
Backhanded and dropped. Smith's throw not in time. Jose's going to reach.
Clement with a bouncer to short, and it's off the glove of Perdomo. In to score is Varsho. Safe at first is Clement, and it's 1-0.
Well, oh, it's going to get through Yandy. He took a little hop, a short hop, as he tried to come up with it, and it got through him. Rosario retrieves it in short.
But you, my friend. Fitzgerald juggles it.
By the way, on the last road trip, oof, he's a quick learner. Man, ground ball to short. Adames is going to get charged for an E6. I don't see that very often.
On the verge, if they can close this out, of taking 3 of 4. Abrams can't go from glove to bare hands, and Goldschmidt will reach with 1 out.
Cabrera's got the benefit of a couple of calls in this at bat, and then forces the ground out off the end of the bat. May have broken the bat and the high throw. So at the end of the day, Sheets.
Baseball. There are a lot of other schools that wanted him to play football as a speedy wide receiver. And his speed will be on display here as he reaches. Thanks.
Everybody is doing okay out there. Chaz sends one towards the middle and hit the mound and helped deflect towards short, but Edwards' throw is wide.
Ground ball by the mound towards second base. Polanco will not have a play. Cronenworth will reach.
Grounded to the right side. Bobbled by Vaughn. And Kepler is safe at first. An error.
Little tapper out to the mound. Hoffman's got it. Oh, it's off the glove of Harper. That'll be an E3. And Freddie Freeman will go to
Hammer to third. And Harris up and over. And a bad throw. It skips by Nevin. And back to first goes Westbrook, who should be out.
Broke his bat. And booting it at second base is Fulmer.
Seems like off. Line drive, and it gets by Marte. Rosario around third, and Atlanta will take a 2-0 lead. The normally sure-handed second baseman.
Down, and Cal Raleigh slides in safely.
Oh, right past the rise into right field, and that stolen base paying dividends right away. Cal Raleigh scores.
And the Mariners.
6-1, Tigers with the lead. Ground ball first base side from Colt Keith, and that will turn into a base.
John off the end of the bat, skies one into shallow right center, coming on Jesus Sanchez, and he drops the ball. Sanchez had a long run, and then he played it off to the side.
Make his major league debut in Cleveland. Stuff's electric.
Deep in the hole. Schneemann, high throw, and it draws Naylor off the bag.
Soft ground ball to the left side.
And everybody's safe.
Backhand De La Cruz. Seemed like he was caught in between a bit and gets by.
It looked like he overran that ball a little bit. Not play in the Red Sox series. He hits a high bouncer to short off the glove of Trey Turner. The camera unfortunately didn't realize that it was in shallow left field. And we'll see how that is scored.
That is an art form. Sawinski bounces one into the ground. It goes right by Bowers. Well, you could see that coming. Bowers was trying to do the same, trying to get there before the.
All pitches, all speeds.
On the ground, a shortstop. And a bobble by Baez. There will be no perfect game tonight.
Crank to right center. Chisholm to the gap with Sanchez, and the ball is down. They nearly collide. 2 on.
Little dribbler. Wisniewski bobbles another one. Everybody is safe. It's 3-1.
6 strong innings today. And on the ground, it's short. That one kicks out of reach for Mastrobuoni. And Contreras is aboard to start the home.
Again, the 0-2 to third. Martinez. High and over the head of Josh Naylor.
Grounded to short. McKinstry bobbles the ball, and Steer is on.
And that hops up and gets through Mastrobuoni at third. And it's the first base runner since the first inning for the Angels.
And Kjerstad hits a high fly ball, very high, not quite deep enough, but there's a near collision between Blade and Butler, and Kjerstad is screaming for.
Get some good veteran hitters here in the ninth as Goldschmidt grounds one over to third. Lipscomb had it come out of his glove, and then Yepes can't pick it. A little bit of a weird.
Marte bobbles the ball up the line, bounces by. There was a turn, but can't eliminate.
Brooks Lee to the right side, and he had 2 Astros there. Altuve went to his right, Pena went left, and Lee is on.
When you look at the first 6 innings, you got a 1-1 game.
There's a check swing grounder towards first base. De Los Santos is not going to get him.
Continues like this, he is going to get paid.
Ground ball back to shortstop. To his left is Trey Turner. He's got it. Throws to first off the bag. That'll be the 9th.
As the way a season is broken down. Lux pinch hitting for Rojas. Rolls over to first, but Peguero drops it. And a little crack in the door.
A little tapper. Manai gets there. Safe. Manai must have missed the bag. Oh my! Hayes able. Bouncing ball to third. High throw, and Myers got